Hello crafters, this is Gareth from G's Creations and welcome to today's video. I hope you're all well. As many of you may recall, I bought these Paper Mache books in a haul that I recorded earlier in the month. I'll link the video up here. I've just sewed the large book. I've already done these two, as you can see. So they come, they're this brown Paper Mache colour, and I've decorated them to suit my kind of winter decor, because kind of the blues and the silvers, you know, to echo the cold and the snow. So that's the small one that I've already done. Here's the medium sized one. These corner protectors are from my store, and that's G's Embellishment Emporium on Facebook, soon to be a .com. So that will be launching hopefully on the 15th of February. So I didn't bother painting the insides because I'm not really going to be using them as storage. I'm going to be using them as home decor pieces. So there's the small and the medium. Now I'm going to do the large with you on camera. So I'm just going to zoom back out so you get a better picture. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use one of the papers from this particular paper pad. Now I got this from TK Maxx. Was it last? No, January of last year. And it's a 12 by 12 glitter designer paper, and it's wildflower, and it's my mind's eye. And I'm going to use the same paper as I have on these two. If I can find it. Yep, there it is. So I'm going to use that. I need to get a rough idea of the size. So this is 6 3/4 by just under 9.5. So I'm going to cut this to size, and I want to leave a little gap around the outside. So I'm probably going to cut it about 1/8 of an inch shorter than it needs to be. Okay, so I think I left it that way. So this needs to be no, I want to keep that bit. I want to keep the flowers in the design. Oh, before I cut it, let me double check the size. So 9.25. Oops. So I'm going to cut that off. Take it back and make sure it's big enough. Yep. And I need it to be, so that's 5.5. Okie dokie. Obviously the size will depend on the sizes you buy. Yep, put this on the front using some Mod Podge. Should have opened this before I came on camera, sorry guys. Ooh, sticky. Ugh. I hate sticky gluey fingers. One of my pet peeves. Okay. So I'm just going to put some Mod Podge down. Make sure I get a decent coverage, particularly at the edges. Put this in place. Make sure it's straight. I hope all of you that have been hit by all those snowstorms are well and warm. I read on and seen stories on Facebook that some of you have had up to 60 inches of snow. That's just amazing and quite scary. That's a lot of snow. Right, now on the center, on the spine of this one, I used one of my 12 by 2 inch pieces of designer paper. I think I'm going to do the same with the larger one. So I'm just, now the papers don't match, and I don't mind because I want them to be slightly different. I quite like that one, so I think I'm going to use that one. And the way that I done this, I just smothered the spine in Mod Podge, and then I smothered the back of the designer paper, just so it was a bit more, you know, so it was wet and a bit more malleable, a bit more pliable. So I think I'll do that again, and hopefully we'll get the same look, the same effect. Let's put some on the back of this. Okay, let's pop this on. Now I'm also absolutely fine with the fact that it's not the same width, because I've got things in mind that I want to do. Oops. Okay, let's put it on. Get it in those creases so I get all the details coming through from underneath. This particular craft, I think Mod Podge is definitely your friend, because you can use it to just to make it the paper more pliable. I'm not happy with the placement. Okay. I'm going to get this in place, and then I'm going to come back to you. Okay, I have the spine done. Now I ended up using my hands because it was a lot easier, because I can push it all into the details, as you can see. And then I went over with a wet wet wipe, just to take off some of the colour of the paper, just to give it that aged look. Hopefully that shows up quite well on camera. Right, using the Hobbycraft ink pad, which is a silver colour pigment ink, I'm going to go over the top. And this will then pick up all those creases and emphasize them. Also go around the edge. Oh, you're poking up there. A bit more glue. Don't want you poking up. I'm going to be quite heavy-handed with this silver pigment ink. I suppose this is almost giving it the age look without using vintage photo. I want to give it an aged, chilled look, as if it's been stuck in some sort of winter wonderland or something. I hope that makes sense. Now what I've done in the inside of these ones, I have used the vintage photo. So I'm going to do that. I suppose that just gives it kind of a you know, the vintage book paper kind of look. So I literally just get my blending tool and get it as far into those creases and whatnot as you can. And because of the grains in the Mache, it kind of gives the lines that books would give anyway, the pages would give anyway. Now back to the silver. I'm just going to put some silver on the insides of these flaps, just so they're not stark white, and on the top of the box, or the underneath of the flap of the box I should say, just to take that starkness away from the white. Because I want them to be a set, but I don't want them to be exactly the same. So almost like a matching set, if that makes sense. Because the paper's the same, as you can see. Some I've gone really heavy on the inking, and that one I just left the spine and just used the ink that way. And then I used some modelling cream and a stencil I have, so I've done that on that one. So when they're all stacked up, they'll look like that from the spine. Or if I have them on display, the colours are very similar, but they're not identical. So that's the kind of look I was going for. Now, in regards to the back, let me see if I have another piece of paper that can cover it in its entirety. Because I wasn't too sure if I wanted anything on the base. I don't think I have any more of that paper left, that particular design. No, I don't. So I could get another one that, you know, that complements it. I love this paper pad, it's so nice. Probably an old one now. Probably won't be able to get it. Let me use this. I'm going to put this on the bottom, so I'm going to cut this to size and I'll be right back with you. Okay, the back page is now on. Now I'm absolutely fine that it doesn't match the front design, because these are kind of rustic anyway. So again, I'm going to go heavy with the silver pigment ink around the edges. Once this is all dry, I shall probably go over it with Mod Podge. Go over the whole thing. Now I was contemplating whether to use some of this large washi tape that I've got, maybe down the side here, but I'm not sure if that's going to be overkill. So let's bring it out and then let me hear what you guys have to say. I'll be able to hear you screaming at the screen. No, don't do it, Gareth, don't do it, gee. I was thinking of putting this on both edges. What do you think? I'm thinking not. I hope you agree with me. Let me know in the comments if you would have added the washi tape, or if you agreed with me and not added the washi tape. It would be interesting to know. So let me know in the comments, please, ladies and gents. So let me quickly put this away. So the only thing left to do now is to add the corner protectors, which are sold in my store, and they're 80p for a set of 4. So I'm just going to place those in. Now using my pliers, I'm going to squeeze them together, which then they've got little kind of teeth inside them, which then grab hold of the corner. I'll put that on the 4 corners. And I'm going to call this trio of paper mache books done. And now I can use them in my home as risers and a bit of decor. So there we go, guys. Thank you very much for joining me today. I'll see you next week. We're going to be doing a bit more home decor. Next week it will be for the Valentine season, and I'll be using the paper mache letters and some moss. So come and join me. Have a lovely weekend. Take care, and I will see you next Tuesday. Bye now.